I think my kidney just gave me a kick.
We are
My
live, y'all.
We are?
Yeah. Go, Dana.
No, we're still at the screen.
Go, Dana.
I'm in the background. Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Jobfather. We are excited to be here. You'll see our beautiful faces here in just a minute, but in the meantime, we're going to entertain y'all. Well, hey, we got everyone. We are very, very excited. First of all, let's do a couple things. To start out the show, we usually do an announcement. Before we do that, let's do a few seconds of silence for our sweet friend and um, partner
Yes.
in our faith, Charlie Kirk.
Yes.
We'll do about
Yes.
5 seconds, and then we'll go into prayer, and then we'll do our announcements. Does that sound fair, Foster?
Wonderful, Dana. Wonderful. You read my mind. I was going to go
Yes.
there. Yeah.
Good. Well, let's bow our heads real quick and let's just honor Charlie's memory and what he's done for the Christian faith and for truth throughout the country.
Yes.
Father God, we just come before you today and just thank you, Lord, for the privilege to be here to further your kingdom, to do your work, and please allow the Jobfather and the Job Seeker Network and Job Transitioner Network that Foster helps to support and run and has developed. Lord, allow it to be the hands and feet of Jesus. We just thank you for the privilege to be here
Yes.
this morning to hopefully help and support job seekers and job transitioners. And we lift up Charlie's family, Lord. And we just thank you that he was a good and faithful servant. He led us by example, and may we carry on his work. And may we get uncomfortable in our faith and step out and honor you in our
Yes.
words, our deeds, our actions, our conversations. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Well,
Amen.
thank you everybody for that quick word of prayer. Just to remind everybody, we are very excited to be here and we are honored to be a part of NTX Radio, a radio and podcast collective proudly serving all of North Texas and can be heard all over the world on both the TuneIn Radio network as well as the NTX Radio app. And you can listen to that on Android, Apple CarPlay, and Alexa, as well as many other resources. Check out our lineup and more at ntxradio.com. We want to thank our valued partners for helping us network and spread the positive encouragement that we hope this show
Positive. Yep.
allows the job seeker and job transitioner community to experience. Today, we have an extremely exciting lineup. The first half, we are going to be speaking with Heidi Torres. The second half, we'll be speaking with Mr. Austin Hucabee, and we are excited. And we'll let Foster dig in a little bit more. And
Yeah.
real
Let's dig in and laugh.
yeah. And last, I just want to thank Mez. She is our backbone, and Tiffany for
Oh,
allowing
yeah.
us to be on air. Well, with that being said, Foster, what announcements do you have? And I'm assuming we're going to have a good dad joke.
Well, I am excited to have my buddy Austin Huckabee on here. We've had Heidi before. You guys remember HR Heidi? She
Yes,
gives us a lot
Heidi.
of good
Oh, yeah.
information going forward, and she can do it again today. So before we get started,
Where's my
y'all, let's laugh. Let's see what I got for a
Oh, boy.
dad joke today. Y'all know I'm a dad, so let's see if it works.
I had one and then forgot it. Every time I hear something funny, I keep forgetting it.
Yeah, you need to hold it because I need as much help as I can get.
I need to hold it.
All right, what do you
That'll be the
call,
day.
guys, when you meet an Italian gentleman and he has one arm longer than the other? What condition is that? What do you call that?
He talks with his hands too much.
I like it. You're on the right path. You're on the right path, Maz.
I don't know. What is it?
A speech impediment.
Ah, that was good. I like that one. That was A plus for today. A plus.
That's pretty good. Joe on Fry, how'd I do? I am looking to see who we got. I see Jim. I see Joel Fry. Let me scroll down here and see. Though I don't want to miss anybody because I appreciate you guys joining us on this show.
Heck yeah. Hey, Joelle.
And Angela Jones. All right, all right, all
Jim
right, all
Williams.
right.
What's up, Jim?
Jim, what's up? Richard D. That's my brother. Go Baylor Bears. So Richard's son goes to Baylor. So we support his son and we support Baylor. Baylor was my first college anyway. So sick 'em Bears. All right.
Sorry,
So
y'all. I
guys,
just spilled some
let's talk.
coffee.
Let's talk to Austin Hucabee. He's right there. Austin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Oh, good, good, good. I
Awesome.
know we were having some audio problems, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't
Austin
hear when
is
it
is
started.
a Austin's getting his career started. He's a full stack engineer.
Oh, wow.
He is a software designer, software developer, all of that stuff. And Austin, tell us a little bit about you and what you're looking for, rather than me telling it. Let you tell it. You're doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm a software engineer just looking to get
Hmm.
started in my career. I got my bachelor's from the University of Texas at Dallas, and I actually
All right,
specialized in
UT
artificial
system.
intelligence and cognitive modeling. I also have some background in retail management, so that gives me some people skills. So it allows me to bridge the gap between complex systems and the people that use them. Ideally, what I'm looking for is something where I can expand my AI and machine learning skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Austin, what got you into all this? What got you headed towards all this technology and stuff?
It actually started when I was very little. Always just been very curious. Like when I was a
Oh,
little kid, I was more interested in taking my toys apart to see how they worked than actually playing with them. And
uh-huh.
over the
Oh,
years, that curiosity just led into software and seeing the limitless possibility of how technology impacts our lives.
Hmm. That's a good school that you went to for what you're interested in and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm excited because we already got some companies that are looking at Austin, and I want more of you guys to see Austin. That's why we got him on the show. Austin's awesome. We're celebrating because his mom just landed a job. And I got a couple of other things I probably shouldn't say, but there's a couple other friends of ours, one on the screen right now that's about to land, and she'll probably be letting us know about that. She is probably the most integral part of this network that I have met along the way. So when she lands, if we get time, we'll get her back on here and we can talk about it. And I see my buddy RD Richard Dixon. I've already screamed out to you, man. I'm glad to see you on the show. And guys, Richard, I want you guys to go to South Lake Focus Group. That's where I met Austin. And South Lake Focus Group meets every Thursday at 8 o'clock. You guys go to southlakefocusgroup.com. I want to throw another networking opportunity at you guys. Go to friscoconnect.org. That's all one word there, friscoconnect.org. I see Daryl Irby's with us. All right, Daryl. Daryl, thanks for saving me with a dead battery, and I was stuck last night over in South Lake. So, oh, I didn't tell you about that, Dana. I'm sorry.
you got your battery died? Sorry,
Oh my
y'all.
God, I hope that's all that it is. But
Oh
Hopefully.
my gosh.
Daryl came to my rescue. Daryl was already out. I don't know. I was calling Daryl because I wanted to talk to him. We got a lot. Me and Daryl been talking about it anyway. So Daryl came to my rescue, and Jabari Kraft, if you're listening, I want to. It was good to see you last night. Things just happen, guys. Jabari just happened to be driving by, and here I am stranded. It was cool. I hadn't seen
It's a
Jabari
God
in so
thing.
long. I lost my old phone, so I lost his phone number. I
Yeah.
was able to get all that stuff back.
You
So
say
anyway,
that about everyone. You never lose numbers. You just quit calling.
I
Just
lost
kidding.
my phone. Oh my God, I
Well,
lost so many numbers. Let's
let's get
get
back
back
to
to Austin.
Austin. So
Okay, you
Austin,
got a question for Austin?
I do.
Lay it out there. Tell
All
him he's
right.
ready. Look at him, he's ready.
Well, Austin,
Down,
first of all,
set,
we're
hut.
excited that you are on the show. Exciting background, and it's interesting because I have a nephew that reminds me a lot of what you just described. Instead of playing, he's always taking things apart and figuring out how things work, which absolutely shows the type of mind you have. So when you're thinking about your background, your education, some of your experience, and some of the leadership you have, what do you think are the types of roles, if you could describe those for us, that you feel that you would be best suited for based on your passions
Oh
and
yeah.
your qualifications?
I feel like I would be best suited to types of software engineer or software developer role, where
Okay,
you're not working just with your own technical team, but also with the non-technical people, because I'm able to communicate effectively with non-technical people, explain
really?
things in simple terms, and make sure
Wow.
everyone is on the same page.
That's exciting because just being in talent acquisition for as long as I have and recruiting in all fields, it's sometimes hard to find individuals in your line of work
It
that can
is.
speak in layman's terms. It can be very hard. So, Austin, you having that ability to know how to assess your stakeholders, assess your audience, and
Mhm.
know when it's appropriately how to discuss things from a technical standpoint, when appropriate, how to kind of water things down from a layman's term, that makes a huge difference, and that will set you apart from a
Oh,
lot of job
absolutely.
seekers. So make sure that that is highlighted on your resume in your skills section, because it is
Mhm.
hard to find that. It's hard to find that
It
ability.
It
is.
is.
Yeah. So when you're talking about the two roles that you just mentioned, as well as the ability to do some liaisoning and work with different groups and speak in layman's terms, it sounds like that could also embody some project management around your specialty. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, that was one of the courses I took at UTB, project planning and management.
Oh, perfect. So tell me
Oh,
what you like best about that.
I don't know. Haven't really done any real world stuff with it. Just took that one course.
Well, doing the course, my guess is if you truly are passionate about the liaisoning, it kind of, for me, I didn't get to take a formal course in project management, but being in the workplace, when you're dealing with different departments, you naturally find that when you're liaisoning and working with different teams, you do have to figure out how you're going to manage these projects, and that will impact the type of information you're sharing with these other groups. And when you're technical like you are, that
Mhm.
goes a step further to being able to translate. What technologies, because there's a lot of different areas that software engineers can go into.
Mhm.
What technologies are you most passionate about and most experienced with?
In my education, I learned mainly some backend skills. My strongest
Okay.
languages would be like C, C++, Java, Python, SQL, JavaScript, TypeScript, all sorts of those.
Oh, so you
Um,
have all of that then.
yeah. And
Wow.
to keep myself busy while I've been searching for a job, I've actually been teaching myself some front end stuff like HTML and CSS.
oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, CSS, that's good. HTML, that's good.
Mhm.
Do you have certain, so thinking about wrapping all this in a little bit of a bow, do you have certain industries that you think would be, I'm sure you're open, but are there
I'm
certain,
very open on industries.
yeah, but are there any that stand out above the others? Like for me, I don't know why I
Yeah, you got a
always
special
gravitated to
interest. Yeah.
healthcare. Yeah. So
Mhm.
what about you, Austin?
Some that especially stand out to me would be like healthcare, automotive, because one of the things that I found really inspiring about what you can create with technology is seeing how technology has actually saved people's lives, whether it be like detecting health problems with like wearables or emergency satellite communications, autonomous vehicle, like safety features, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, that makes sense. Have you, man, there's got to be a lot of opportunity, especially with like Tesla and a lot of the companies. It's like every company is competing for more and more safety features and more
Yeah.
and more cutting edge technology in their vehicles. Have you looked into a little bit of that as far as what's on the horizon and what you might be able to impact?
I definitely need to look some more into it. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I love that you brought up the automotive industry. I think that's fascinating. And then, of
Mhm.
course, healthcare. There is so much opportunity. So,
Yeah.
Austin, I wanted to give our audience a little bit of an opportunity because Foster can probably attest to this. There's two sides to every interview. When you're going into interviewing, you're going to have the technical
Yeah, we're going to talk
skills.
a little bit about that with Heidi on the second part of
Uh-huh.
the show. Oh yeah,
But in
keep
the
going, keep going. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, I'm not trying to steal the show here. I just was thinking of something really important that I think are because I can tell, why we have Austin on the show, why he's awesome and why people need to consider him. But it's also the soft skills like people hire people they like. People want to work with people that they feel are collaborative, team oriented. So I think it'd be great for our listeners to learn a little bit about Austin. And we did learn that when you were a kid, you naturally gravitated towards figuring out how things worked.
Uh-huh.
What Austin, what would you say are some of your hobbies? And, when you think about life, work, balancing all that, what are some things that are important to you?
I mean, with my curious mind, I love learning new things in my free time.
Okay.
Actually, when I was in high school, I taught myself piano just for fun.
Oh
Just for
really?
fun.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
amazing.
wow.
Because I just have the spare time.
I
Let's
My
just
mean,
go
God, you
ahead and
I'm
guys
learn
just
the
going
got
to learn an
piano.
guys got a
instrument.
creative mind along with all of
I
that
mean,
stuff.
I
that's
That's
learned a little
amazing.
Awesome.
saxophone too, but I did not do very good at that one.
That's
that
Oh, it's
hard.
sucks.
okay.
Oh wow, that was a good question, Dana. I like that.
Well,
Austin, what are some of your hobbies? What do you do in your
yeah,
off time? What's
Listen to a lot of music
uh-huh.
every single day.
Oh yeah.
really.
Oh yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
listen
that's
to all genres or what do you
all.
gravitate towards? Yeah.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Depends on the day, huh?
I like the diversity though. That means you're using all different parts of your mind.
Mhm.
But that is good. So when you work, so when you work and you're at your desk coding and doing the things that you do, even when you think about some of your homework assignments, right? Where you had to do some of that. Do you like to listen to music while you work or do you like it quiet?
It depends.
Ooh, that's
Sometimes I do. It actually reminds me of one assignment I was doing back at school. It was a chatbot project,
Okay.
and I was actually listening to Billie Eilish at the time.
Oh,
So
cool.
just to be fun, because I had a lot of creative control on that project, I decided to put a Billie Eilish Easter egg in there.
How cool.
oh
That
man,
is
I thought he
fun.
said Billy Idol. I was like, how in the world?
How does he know Billy Idol? Well,
He
he does
doesn't know
listen to all
Billy.
genres. So what was the Easter egg? I got to know.
So it was a conversational chatbot. The whole goal of the project was just Professor said, do whatever you want with it, just make it sound like a human. So the Billie Eilish Easter egg is if you say something like, I like Billie Eilish, if you like said some Billie Eilish lyrics, it would come back with something kind of snarky like, okay, Billy.
That's great. I love that creativity.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is cool. So was that your favorite project or what would you say was the most impactful project you worked on?
That was
Yeah.
definitely one of my favorite projects because I had so much creative freedom over it. It
Okay.
was really fun to work
Uh-huh.
on.
So I'm sensing that the type of work you get into, yes, you're great with the structure and the things that need to be done, but it sounds like an added bonus is if they need someone who's able to take some creative initiative around the projects given to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then how do you when you tell me a little bit about your creative process in your mind?
Just whatever pops in my head. Everything's going a million miles an hour in there, so that it's an endless supply.
He's
I
not kidding. He does.
well, Foster and I
Mine too.
and Mez, like we get along so well because I think we each have a minimum of 8 gerbil wheels going on at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we are beyond squirrels, Austin. You
Yeah.
have no idea. I have a question real quick for
Go,
you.
go.
Austin, I know you're just like you're coming out of the education scene and getting your feet wet, if you will. Do you have a portfolio that you'd be able to present to any interviewers
That's
of
a
some of
great
these
question.
projects that, like, even on a tablet, like, this is what I worked on, this is what I like to do, I can adjust it if need be?
I don't have one made yet, but it is on my list of
Well,
things
that's a good
to
idea to do.
create.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like that idea, Austin. You got to run with that, and then take your creative liberty with it as well. I mean,
Mhm.
that'll show
Yeah,
that.
as my friend Hubert from Southlake calls it, it's a brag book.
It
Brag
is a
book.
brag book. It's awesome. That's
Hey!
perfect.
Yeah,
Look at
definitely
that.
have your brag book. I think that sets candidates apart, Austin, when going into
Mhm.
interviews. You'll get asked all kinds of things, and I think people prefer when you speak from the heart. And it's interesting because I can see when a question involves you getting to speak a little bit about your passion, you just light up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does. He
You could
does.
just see it. Boom. Oh, yeah, I got to
I've
do this
known
creative.
Austin a little while, and
Mhm.
I've been an IT. I started off being an IT recruiter, and when I met Austin, and I didn't expect him to say that he was a technical dude.
Really? That's
No,
awesome.
because
Because so
because
Oh, yeah,
creative.
I see that
if he
too.
were to tell me he was marketing or something creative, I'd be like, yeah, he exudes that. But
Yeah.
guys, Austin is really, really smart. And what you guys are seeing right now is what I wanted you guys to see. We bring the best on the show. And Austin has so many things he has to offer with that creative side and the technical side
Yeah.
that he puts
Mhm.
together. So
Yeah.
I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Foster, because Austin, when Foster is considering people for the show, I mean, we want people that will be themselves, that are raw, because again, Mez and Foster will say all day, and I want y'all to jump in, Mez and Foster, but people don't just interview on the actual skills, and it is good to have that brag book, but that brag book can help open up all of these soft skills.
Conversation.
The
Yep.
conversation, and that where do the soft skills start to show themselves? In conversations. The
Conversation.
Correct.
things you're
That's right.
passionate about, your style of communication, the way that you think, and the approach you have with others, and that's really, really important. And I can say from the beginning of the show, and I'll let Foster and Mez jump in on their perception, but I could tell that you were warm and that you
Thank you.
were excited to start talking about what and what you want to do. What are your thoughts, Mez?
I love it. I think if you had a brag book or even just like a couple slides on a deck, be like, this is, and that you have that power in the interview, especially with entry level positions we don't talk about enough a lot,
Yeah.
is that
I
having
love
that
having
a
you on
little,
that.
just having like a few slides, like this is what I've done, this is what I've done, this is what I've done, because you are so moldable right now, and companies are probably drooling over you, Austin. Like
Yeah.
completely, like, okay, he can do this. I can mold him into this. This is the what culture you want to be into, and all of that. And I picture him actually as a product manager, not necessarily a
Okay.
project.
He'll
I
probably
picture
develop into
him,
Yes.
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
and
agree.
I picture him inventing something, a new software, and the sky's the limit for you right now. So congratulations on
Oh my God,
graduating and
Austin,
all of
you're
that.
moldable,
Yeah.
brother.
And everybody's drooling over you right now. And plus, you're just absolutely stunning. Wonderful personality that can
Yeah.
talk to different people,
Yeah,
right?
guys. Austin will get in on your team, and he will fit in, and
Hmm.
he'll bring that creative aspect to your team. But you'll get along with him. He's not a mean dude. He ain't gonna beat everybody up.
Well, and that's another good thing that you're bringing up, is sometimes, like, I recruited in IT some. It was all I'm going to be transparent. It was my least favorite area because I have a lot of personality, and for me, those
No,
conversations were a little dry. But Austin's very interesting to speak to, so that's going to set you apart. But Mez Foster, something I'd like to share that I hear over and over again from the hiring leaders in Austin, this will set you apart in your interviews. People want to hire people who are curious, that think outside the box, that don't just have the approach, they come in and they just do what they got to do and they go home. They actually question things like, huh,
Oh,
what
that is
if
me to a T.
we
I'm questioning everything.
okay, that's what you need to convey, because
uh-huh.
I just got off the phone before with a hiring leader before this show, and the person that they had didn't end up working out because it was like they just kind of came in, heads down, went home, didn't question, didn't want to process improve, just was like and then head home. So you can set yourself apart by, I question things, I think outside the box, I like to challenge, in a healthy way, the status quo. Those are skills that are either natural or they're not. They're not easy to teach. So, how would you, this is like opportunity for all of us just to grow and learn together. How would you describe, if someone said, "Hey Austin, why should we hire you?" One of the soft
Ooh, good
skills
question.
that you can bring to the table is what we're talking about now. How would you describe yourself with that soft skill if they asked you that question?
I would describe it as I'm someone who's naturally curious. I'm going to ask questions so I understand the why behind what we're doing. And that allows me to see opportunities of how could we do that better or more efficiently.
Ooh, Austin just got
Uh,
himself the
yeah, he got him a
job.
job. And honestly, I think Austin probably does have a job in this. Y'all
Probably.
better
Oh
hurry up and
my
get Austin
goodness.
because they're rushing to get Austin. You companies, y'all better, hey, know what I'm
I know
saying?
it. Austin, this is awesome. So you're
You
here in
are
Dallas
too
Fort Worth.
good.
Mez got a crush. Are
I
you are
do.
you are you here
Maz, you and
in
Austin get along just fine.
Austin's like I'm out of here. These people are weird. I'm just kidding.
We are.
We are, but that's what makes us great, right?
And normal's not
It
as fun.
does. That creativity on our part that we didn't know
Try.
was creative, but ended up being creative because somebody called us that. But
That's a good point.
Austin, when you guys meet Austin, you will see the excitement in him
Yeah.
about the direction that he's going. That speaks a lot. Now, I
Yeah.
know I've been recruiting longer than most people have, probably twice as long as most people have. But those are the things as we recruiters understand the people that we're serving, the departments of companies that we're serving. Dana and I, we're both, of course, we're recruiters, and also uh, uh, well, any good recruiter, like Heidi's done this stuff before. We build a relationship with those people that we're serving, and we know what kind of people they're reaching out for. So when we find an opportunity to put an Austin into a department like that that operates that way, that needs somebody that has that creativity, that is a plus plus. That is a win-win.
Foster, you've been recruiting since
No,
those
we ain't
stone
going.
wheels were being what were those guys called? Cavemen. Just kidding.
I really have. Me and Gail Houston. Sorry, Gail. Oh, I put you out there
Oh,
like that,
don't
didn't
bust
I?
Gail
Oh my
like that.
God.
Austin, do you have any questions for us as you've been getting into interviews? And if you don't, it's cool. This is all just casual here, right? No pressure. Just any questions that we might be able to answer, being that we've been in talent acquisition for 20 plus years. We see, as recruiters, we can
and
almost
drug problem, and you know
uh-oh.
you
Oh,
can't
Uh
do it
oh.
alone, you need to call the
Apparently,
National
We'll
we're
be
getting
Treatment
back.
a commercial.
Advisors. They'll immerse you into a
sorry,
30-day
Austin.
program to
See you guys
replace
in a
your
minute
old
with
habits with
Heidi.
new habits
Yeah,
and
don't do
totally
drugs.
change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark. Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
Welcome back, Jobfather. We had an amazing first half with Austin. We are so honored to have him on our show. As always, only those with the golden stamp of approval come on board. So he's probably already taken by now, but if you are interested in Austin, what is the best way to get a hold of you?
Reach out to me on LinkedIn or pull up my phone number real
Yep,
quick.
because Mez can put that in the chat. She might call you as well. No, I'm kidding, Mez. And then while you're putting that in the chat, I just want to remind everybody that NTX Radio is a podcast and radio collective and can be heard all over the world. In general, NTX Radio proudly serves North Texas, but you can listen on Android, Apple CarPlay, or Alexa. Let's hope nothing goes off there. Check our
Oh
lineup and
yeah.
more at ntxradio.com. All right. Well, Austin, thank you. That was awesome. That was just an awesome first part of the show.
Yeah, thanks for
Foster,
having me on.
Yeah, we went backwards today, guys. Wasn't that a nice little twist?
yeah, I was wondering. I was like, okay, Foster's off his rocker again.
I
Okay.
am.
Just kidding.
And I didn't lead us into that, by the way,
But
guys.
I love the fact that we talk about entry level positions and people, young people coming into
That's
the job
yes,
market. We
yes.
really need to discuss that more as well.
Austin's the first one. He's an innovator. He's an icebreaker today. So I want to shout out. I want to say hey to Andrew Bisco. Andrew, hey, and y'all, Andrew, it's not Briscoe, it's Bisco, Biscoe. He
Okay.
works for a company called Autonomous Solutions. I want you guys to go and check out the website at Autonomous Solutions. Now, Andrew's one of those people, one of those rare individuals that he's not too busy. He can't talk to you about what's going on in this company. So if you guys have questions, let me know. I'll be more than glad to put you guys in contact with Andrew. Andrew, we miss you. You're awesome, buddy. Oh, you're still in the network. You can't ever get away from Foster and Dana. And so thanks for joining us today. And Trey Shaping, my other CHRO friend, is with us. So, guys, if you need to talk to someone that is number one in HR, that's going to be Trey Shaping. Now, y'all going to have to look at how to spell that because I know you guys aren't going to know how to spell Shaping, but that's how you pronounce it. Trey Shaping, TSCHOEPE, guys. I am the job father, and I love to showcase folks. That's why Austin is here. And my little second part of the show, I've got another Rome. I don't know what this Italy thing is today, Dana. I got another Italian joke.
Okay.
Okay, so two Americans are visiting the Rome Colosseum, guys. You guys have seen that Colosseum, right? And one guy says, "Look at it! Look how huge and majestic it is." And then the other guy says, "Just imagine how great it'll be when they finish the building." When they
Oh, for
finish
goodness
building the
sakes.
thing.
Oh my, no.
Okay, hold on. What's the best part about Switzerland?
Uh-oh.
Oh, this
The
is gonna be
chocolate?
good.
Their watches, and they have a wine opener on their knives.
Ooh, chocolate
Now
wine.
that's
Ooh.
legit.
That's
I don't
legit.
know, but the flag is a big plus.
Oh, wow. Joel Fry, how did we do on that one? And mine's kind of lame, but I'm a
I
dad.
like that
So
one.
that was a good one, Dana. We're gonna give you a 10 on that one. Look at it getting all big headed over there. and stuff. So, guys, I want to introduce you to my friend that you already know. HR Heidi Torres is with us. Now, guys, I love Heidi because here's where she comes in. We say HR Heidi. She is a strategist in the HR end of things and talent. So, what we're talking about and how it fits what we're talking about with Austin, Heidi probably has some input on that. Heidi and I want to talk about some things that are really good for us to know. We're probably going to inch into interview strategy a little bit today. So, it's let me shut up and let Heidi introduce herself. She's been here before, guys. She's been with us a long time.
Heidi.
Hi, everyone. I'm
Heidi.
HR Heidi. I'm the HR generalist for Mastery Prep. And yes, we are going to talk a little bit about interviewing, but I wanted to kind of go back to
You've
when
got
I
a
think
position
about
open,
what are the
don't you?
strategies.
Yeah.
So, like in our workforce planning, and we're talking about skill-based items and role design. Austin, when I heard about your creativity, your technical,
Prowess.
abilities, to
Yeah.
me, that's innovation.
It is.
That
It is.
and that's where that is what people want, right? They're always looking for the next big thing, and you can't really have innovation without the creativity of that. So I love that you blend the two. And I took piano lessons. I was horrible at it. So I
Me too.
I
could
mean,
do
I'm
my
not great at it either. I
I
was
knew you
mainly
were going to say
self-taught.
that.
whatever. He's like playing like symphonies. Mozart.
So, but yeah, I would just really when we're thinking about HR strategies, you know, the workforce planning side of it, the
Yeah.
role design, sourcing engines, all that come into play, inclusive hiring. Those are the big things that. So even though people say they get away from DE&I, it still want to be very inclusive hiring practices on that,
Yeah.
right? And then we're talking about candidate experiences and the compensation bands and data. So again, all that is now part of the HR strategy when it comes to talent, really. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
It's exciting because he's just getting started with all this. And Dana used that word moldable. And
No, it was Mez.
my
I'll
God,
take
Austin,
credit.
I bet you never thought you were moldable, dude. You still got all your hair and stuff. You could, in the future, after you do all this stuff, your hair will fall out. You'll look like me. Hopefully not. I'm just kidding. But
Foster, don't scare him.
I know.
He's like,
No, I'm not
wait.
gonna scare.
Oh, that's all right.
Austin knows me well. He knows I'm full of jokes that aren't funny. So, did you guys see Alice Carrillo gave Dana a 10 on her joke, and I got 0. Alice is so hard. Alice is the boss, y'all. She's an IT.
Love y'all. Mwah.
So,
Mwah.
you know what? Austin,
Love
allow me to be the
Alice.
job father for a minute. If you've not already met Alice Carrillo, connect with her on LinkedIn. I
Okay.
think that'd be awesome. She is a leader in what you do.
Yeah.
And just, I love people getting together. It's awesome. It's just me made over. So,
Mhm.
okay, Heidi, let's get back to you as you were talking about Austin and the things that he has to bring to the market, bring to corporate America, and HR is looking at that. So, I'm going to shut up and let you keep going.
well, you mentioned early like entry level jobs. So
Uh
really
huh.
quick, I want to share that Mastery Prep actually has even early entry. I would almost call it an internship, but it's not an internship. So it's a 1099 role for junior test prep instructors, and we're looking for 20. We're trying to fill 20 of these with college students
I was
Oh,
going
across
to
the
ask
wow.
you
nation.
about that. Yeah,
So Florida, Louisiana, North Carolina, Tennessee, and of course Texas.
of course.
So we're looking for those, and we also have another contractor role for UX writer. It's a remote
Mm.
role. So we're looking for people with that. Now that one takes a little more skills, but it is a contract role. So, but we have those open right now at my company, and I do want to dig a little deeper into turning that how do you use that job description when you look at a post, like the posting? How do you
Okay.
turn that into your own story,
Yeah.
right?
Ah,
So,
I like that.
Mm.
I mean,
Hey,
most
Heidi,
candidates should have
real quick,
already at least read,
can you hear me?
read the job description, right?
Hmm.
But top candidates will actually mine it or dig into those job descriptions and make it their own. So one of the things I would say is when you look at it, you want to pull out the top 3 outcomes of that role. You know, the role owns like, building, growing, reducing, launching. Those are the outcomes that they're looking for. You want to pull out 5 keywords, and those are going to be your skills,
okay.
your
Mhm.
tools, right? And at least 2 soft skills that are echoed multiple times throughout that. And when you kind of look at this together, you're going to create your one-liner fit statement, right? This role needs whatever outcome using your top skill and that skill that they mentioned. And then I've done that and you share that evidence, that proof with them. That is your one-liner fit statement to get you rolling, right? So,
I like that. Yeah. Let's
like
make sense of it. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like the job description might say something like launching onboard programs, cross-functional, reduce time for productivity, right? And you might say, I launched a cross-functional onboarding that cut ramp time by 28% in 2 quarters. Boom. Then you can go into your transition into really making those points stick.
Yep, that lets company know what you got accomplished, and if they bring you in, they can expect you to hit the ground running, as we like to say. But everybody, each company is different, and everybody don't hire the same kind of person.
Right.
But if you are the type of person that Austin is, you have an affinity to get to know Austin better, and that's a good start because that's where things start. That's where that talking starts, and y'all know I'm good with talking.
And talking is great, but I will say in an interview, Foster, you want to kind of keep your responses brief. Like,
Succinct.
yeah, succinct, yes. 60, 90 seconds. I think so often
You can do that.
candidates will start rambling and
Yep.
then they
Yeah,
can't stop
Yeah.
themselves. And it's
that's
like,
me,
oh my gosh,
ramble.
you want to help them, but you don't want to interrupt them, and yet you almost need to. So when you kind of think
Okay.
about your response, think like your um, well, shall
Your
we talk about
elevator,
the star
your
response?
elevator sheet or your elevator speech, like just
Yeah.
know what you're going to say and shut up once you said it.
Yes, yes. So when you're in an interview, though, when you have that star response, right, the situation, the task, the action, and the results, if you kind of break it down, when you give your situation, that should only be about like 10%, right? 6, 9 seconds.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Right. The task might take up the bulk of this because you're what did you do, right? So that's probably like, I don't know, 50 seconds. So that actually might be that. The action, probably 10 seconds. And then, I'm sorry, your result is 10 seconds. But your action is actually going to be the bulk of it. That's like the 60 seconds, 50 seconds. That's where that really is. And then I feel like one of the bigger things when you go into an interview, you should have your top stories, the stories that the reusable story bank, right? Something like with a problem solving, something with collaboration.
Your strengths and weaknesses, that's the biggest one.
Yes.
Oh, I hate
Have
that
those.
question. Oh my God.
Have that ready. And there's
Have it
nothing
ready.
wrong in taking a cheat sheet with you into the interview, your own cheat sheet about yourself. You need your tips. There's nothing wrong to take notes during the interview. They're taking notes. You can take notes too. It's all good.
Joel said a very, very important thing. The pit crew and other interview preps can assist with knowing when to stop talking. Foster, shut up is what she's saying. But when we are practicing and the pit crew is there, it is the practice interview team. They will help you as you're going along. Foster needs to go because I like to ramble, and they would cut me off in the middle of my rambling, and it would be good for me, y'all.
So I kind of want to toss out there. We all talk about, looking up the company that you're interested in or that you're applying for. Once you get that interview, go beyond just looking at their website, right? There's like what I call layers. So definitely look at the website, but then look in the news. See what else, Google and AI is your friend here. What else has that company done?
Yes.
Positive stuff, positive stuff. Right? And then, what, think about also like this role, how does it impact the company, right?
How can you help?
Yes, exactly.
What part you think you might fit into? I mean, we're just talking here, hey.
Yeah, bringing that value, what
Yes.
projects, that kind of thing. And then I think it's really overlooked a lot is research your interviewer.
Ah,
Yeah.
Crystal knows, y'all.
Yes, I mean,
That's the
really
software we want to use for that.
research them, find out their role, how long they've been with the company. I'm not talking like, anything private, this is usually things that are out there. And this will help you, what I like to call part of the net friending process that I talk about in my book, is research that to build a quicker rapport with that interviewer. You know, it'll put everyone more at ease if you show more interest also into that interviewer, not just the job or just the company. So.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I want job seekers. I want you guys. I blurted something out there. I always do anyway. Called Crystal Knows, guys. CRYSTAL Y'all Google that up and check that out. I'm not going to take the time to explain that because I don't want to take Heidi's
I
time.
remember hearing
But
about
check out
Crystal.
Crystal Knows, and you can use Crystal Knows, guys, to get to know who it is that you're interviewing with. Heidi, I'm really, really glad you said that.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to kind of tie back a little bit to looking back at that job description and finding out those outcomes, right? That those, well, okay. Before I go to that, before you even go into the interview, we're talking like you're 45 minutes out before your interview. I think there's a 30-minute warm-up everyone should do. Right?
Okay.
First thing is rescan that job description, rescan that post, right? And then you're going to pull out, if you want to like print it out, circle those outcomes that post is looking for. So I knew Austin was going to be here. I did a little quick job search, Google search for junior software engineer. And I think WEX, they're looking for one. And when I looked at their job description, you know, some of the outcomes was delivering high quality, customer focused software solutions, right? So that's the like designing and the coding and the testing. The other top one was collaborating to improve processes and customer experience. So
both of those would be like right up my alley.
Yeah. See? So then you can talk about partnering with product managers and peers and stakeholders and understanding their needs. So those you want to have ready. Like you looked at that job description now and you circled that, you're good. Then take 10 minutes, rehearse your star stories out loud. So if I've done this myself. When I go to a job interview, if I'm driving, I will rehearse that while I'm driving, just out loud, just saying those stories. You know, your 3 backup, you know, reusable stories, how they relate to different things, just over and making it sound natural. Not memorizing it, but making it sound natural in those words and just saying that. So take 10 minutes on your commute or before you leave to do that.
Yes. I agree. Heidi, another good thing, and correct me if I'm wrong, but also when sometimes you don't have the information about the interviewer, but look around your office, look around their office, look around.
Okay.
Look around to see if they're, her name escapes me, but huge hockey fan. She's going to kill me because I can't remember. Yes.
Sharon.
Oh my God, don't tell her I said that. But she's a huge hockey fan, and it's all over her office. It's like small talk, and it makes everything a lot more smooth.
Sharon Adams, we're talking
and
about you.
Don't be scared to be like, you know, everybody's favorite question. And they're like, tell me about yourself. And if you really read the job description, and it's just the generic, no offense, guys, HR job description.
We understand.
Yeah. So if it's a generic, like, hey, in order for me to answer this question, would it be more suitable for you to tell me a little bit about this job role first before I just start rambling on, and just be human? You know, I don't want to waste your time, my time. Don't say that because I'm very blunt and I'm not the one in the interview. But just like, what? Yeah.
Foster.
I'm the worst, but I'm very outgoing and like, hey, listen, this job description was kind of vague. Can you clear up a few things for me real quick? Like, why is this position available? How long have you been looking for a candidate? Like, what do you expect in the first 90 days? And what are the tasks? Like, why is this position available? Those types of questions are not a bad thing. Everybody's freaking out. Like, oh, I don't want to ask any questions right off the bat. You need to.
Yes.
Have to.
Yes, it's a conversation.
During that interview, those questions should be popping up, to be honest with you.
Exactly. It's a conversation, right? So it's not an
Right.
inquisition, it's a conversation. So yes, in
Yes.
order to make it more natural, that is actually part of that is asking the questions, not waiting to the end and have your 20 questions at the end. You should have 20 questions just ready to go, but to intersect those throughout the whole interview, right? Don't wait it to the end because the answers will give you keys to your responses going forward. So yes, that's exactly right, Neza. That is the key thing. Now I will say that the tell me about yourself. So once you get a little more information, it really should also not be rambling. So it needs to be very concise, past, present, and future, right?
Yeah.
That's where you want to bring that in, and then your future is part of showing your emphasis into that role, your enthusiasm for that role, why you want to grow in that role, and so those are the key components when you talk about the tell me about yourself thing.
Especially for Austin, with him just getting started with all this stuff, your future and where you want to be in your future and that kind of stuff can be talked about.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Austin, I mean, I imagine because most people do get nervous. Have you thought about what you do when those nerves creep up on you right before the interview?
I mean, what I've done to help with that, I actually went to the Dallas Pit Crew to do a practice interview. It was super
Good.
helpful. After doing that, I feel like I am
Yeah.
totally prepared for my next
Yeah.
interviews.
Love
that.
it.
Yeah. Those folks will be harder on you
Oh,
than the actual
absolutely.
interview. Yeah.
They
But
are brutal.
I will suggest, and this is not anything groundbreaking, but right before you go in, do the box breathing. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
What's that?
No.
So box
What's that?
breathing is literally breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and repeat this for like 3 cycles. And if you can, do it standing so you have your shoulders back and smile. When I do it, I automatically close my eyes. It's just a reflex, but you can and you don't have to.
Yeah.
But when you do that, your voice brightens, your posture straightens, and I think it's called parasympathetic nervous system. It calms you down. So if you do that a few times, especially before you go in, you feel relaxed and still energized at the same time. It's kind of a weird kind of thing, but it helps. It really helps.
And smile. I know it feels weird at the time, but if you smile, not like a big cheese smile, but like just a little smile, it kind of gets everybody in the right mindset. It's like, I'm not being interrogated for murder. Please don't rip me apart.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm
Love it.
wrong. Sometimes sometimes the interviewer's having a bad day, right? It's like, just smile a little bit. Be like, hey,
Sure you're not
That's
being
true.
interrogated with murder?
right? It's like, maybe me, but not everybody else normally. But but I love it, Heidi. That's brilliant insight. Eye contact, I think, is the other thing. I suck at eye contact because I don't want to feel like I'm staring somebody down at the other side of the table. But I know Foster and Dana, you appreciate the icon. I can't stand it. I am the worst.
I can really appreciate eye contact.
I can't stand it. And
Big.
everybody's different, right? But,
Really?
I
Everybody's
can't.
different, yeah.
No, I'm ADHD as hell, and
I am
yeah.
too, but it's
Yeah.
not that. Mez, you're good with eye contact, you weirdo. You're always good with it.
That's
I don't
love
even
right there.
understand what she's talking about because she's like really good with eye contact and stuff. It's just you secretly cuss out about it in your head, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
please don't stare into my soul right now.
I like what one of our LinkedIn users, one of our listeners on LinkedIn says that Austin, I strong a hype song. That's me right there. To listen to before your interview. I always recommend this to my clients
That's
who
awesome.
struggle to have a strong and memorable interview. Well, that's interesting.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
interesting to hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
One quick thing I want to toss out there: when you have your questions, keep in mind of who's interviewing you. Though, is it a screening interview? Is it a hiring manager interview? Is it a pure panel interview? Because your questions, like for myself, when I do a screening interview and people say, what does the first 90 days look like? I'm like, I really don't know. As a screening, I'm like, I was like, I'll get back with you.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense,
Always
honestly.
consider who you're talking to, guys. Always consider that.
Yeah.
So that's just one of those things. And so you have, your hiring manager will know that answer. Your peers will kind of know like with the biggest learning curves, but your screening person probably won't. So.
Yeah.
You got to read the room too. So if everybody's in a grumpy mood, like don't be like, hey, you want to hear a joke? Oh. Well, we'll be back next week, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much. Mwah. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Heidi.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed.